Okay, good afternoon to everybody. Good afternoon to all. I beg your pardon for my rusty English anyway, but I try to be the clearest as possible. Let's introduce as Milano Rotary Eco Club, um, um, our little project. It's a kind of project that is indicated here is led by us, but is not involving only us, but it could involve all the Rotary clubs in Milano and also all the Rotary clubs that are interested in doing this. Let's start with a little introduction about the background. Carbon dioxide is increasing every year with a clear effect on weather and on local global warming. Every last year has been registered the warmest, and our cities are becoming like an oven. EU has fixed at 50% CO2 carbon reduction by 2030. It means a collective effort not only for businesses, but also for the public administration and normal citizens. Rotary's world with its activities, meeting, initiative, has its, even if a little, a role in producing CO2. But we know that, as a famous Italian comedian used to say, it's the sum that makes the total. However, Rotary Club have a responsibility as leader. We should show and lead the way. A more important goal is coming by 2025. It is expecting the CO2 neutrality, meaning that we will produce the only carbon dioxide we can eliminate. Does everybody know how to manage it? Businesses, common people, okay? And let's see what we do have to do. For reaching the stars, we as Rotary clubs have to work in this direction. We need to raise awareness and environmental impact, especially among the state clubs and the young generations. It's necessary to engage local businesses and show how a sustainable production could be useful for the business and the planet, and of course asking their involvement as sponsors and active participants in the project. Rotary must keep the lead, but also local community must be involved. They are an actor in the project and the beneficiary of the having a greener cities, less polluted and warm during the summer. Thanks to its project, Rotary Club Eco Milan, together with all participant Rotary clubs, would help the city to reach the neutrality goal and a better environment. Rotary Club Eco Milan has had the idea, but has no manpower in order to develop the entire project. And this is the reason why all Rotary clubs are welcome, especially those in the district 4041. And here is the plan. The project of Milano Verde Rotary or Milano Green Rotary I like to consider it as having 4 pillars. Through a calculator studied and approved by Salerno University, tailored on European habits, each Rotary Club could calculate its own CO2 footprint and decide to take appropriate measures to reduce it. For example, less meeting on presence and more by Zoom, or use bike or public transportation for reaching the meetings. They will have the opportunity to do things that normally we tell others to do. However, it is an effort won't ensure success. In order to mitigate emission, they also can decide to plant trees and plants. Trees and greens are a fundamental role in the absorbing carbon dioxide. and have a natural function to clean the air and mitigate the heat areas. Greener cities help to fight the global warming. As a third pillar, the role of the sponsors is important. They can ensure the money we need, but on the other hand, Rotary's role is also to help them to discover how sustainable production could grant them more businesses and new opportunities. As a fourth pillar, nevertheless, the project also includes a strong educational element and information in order to spread awareness and the problem to the community. Initiative will be promoted for encouraging schools and young people to actively participate in the creation of the green city. Of course, prizes and awards for the best project and ideas represent a further incentive. The final result we expect is a greener and more resilient city. What we need? For a being successful project, what we need is a link to university and the world of research, manpower as urban and environmental professionals, for example, urban architect, agronomist, green engineer, etc., in order to individuate the areas, develop a plan, find the correct green to plant, spin doctors, and in order to develop an information campaign and all initiatives that could involve community and the younger generation. A close coordination with the public administration. Sometimes even to plant a tree in a park takes a lot of time and paper. Imagine what if they are simply skeptical about it. It will be necessary to develop a network in order to facilitate common and easy solutions. Often, your doubts and problems are already being solved by somebody else in the world. But last but not least, money is never enough. With no money, it's almost impossible not only to plant a tree, but more important, to take care of it during the first years. And this more or less concludes my little presentation, and I'm eager to respond to all questions if I can. Otherwise, thank you very much, and the floor is yours.